Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Dick. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Terrapins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Wisconsin's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Badgers racing to the line in a hurry-up. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and...
He'll take a deep shot here. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking for a crease to the left. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And the Badgers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
To the air, it's locked. Getting some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Badgers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the air, it's locked. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A third and long coming up here. They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They run the reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to pass. It's Locke. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator is calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Terrapins are on the move. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking for room. It's Ray. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Now from inside the red zone. The sure hands, it's Wade. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to
touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close.
Looking to throw, it's Locke. Gets it out fast.
A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Moves away as he feels pressure. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Badgers in the hurry up.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers. Lining up to add another.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it and put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's locked. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You know, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that third down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this run.
He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're trying to get to him. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub.
The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Using the quick game. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really bad. That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The give to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. He'll try to tack on one more. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
On the move. Runs through a tackle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Quick tempo here for the offense. Got it behind the line. It's Barry Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive.
Ball's out, and he falls on top of his own fumble. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
17, Wisconsin, 10.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Strong, firm tackle. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's locked. Quickly complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Barry Johnson. He'll come through on.
That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grab behind the line. It's Mitchell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. He knocked him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Badgers are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's locked. They're bringing heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
From the gun on third down. Immediately fires to the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He finds his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. 3:25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Maryland! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Badgers want to move quickly. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And now on first down after converting with the run. Caught in the backfield. It's Barry Johnson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's locked. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to snap it quickly.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Badger.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Terrapins will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Dropping back, it's locked. It's complete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide and a lot.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Working that left side now. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's locked. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.